folks, this is all the fruit. Yesterday I got the cute little rambutan. One of the ladies in my homestay brought it. And well, yesterday the rambutans were a little bit more fresh, with all the hairs intact, like for example in this one. Basically, that's what they look like. They are a fraction of the size of a normal rambutan. Here I have two rambutans, which are not big at all. I tried to find you a giant rambutan, which is a totally different species for this video. Did not manage to do this. So those are rambutan varieties of quite normal size. Then what is this teeny tiny thing with much shorter hairs? This, by the way, is a Pulasan. This is Nephelium mutabile, while those two are Nephelium lappaceum. This here is a nursery tree, or as they call it in the Bidayu village of Pichin, a school tree. But they explained that's a tree from a plant shop. While this here grew in the same garden just from a pit somebody spit out. So we have a Pulasan, two rambutans, and this little cutie. I tried to find out what the people call it. The lady who gave it to me, she had a name for it, Rambutan Paluk. Well, you will probably not find this name in any dictionary. It is from the Bidayu language, and Paluk means something like small and cute, or small or cute. Cute small rambutan. Well, my host, he basically calls it a curly hair rambutan. This might be referring to the fact that I asked him about a different curly hair rambutan, and he thought I was thinking about this idea. I don't know if he used the name before I came to him. The owner of the tree, he has a total of 4 trees because his father liked to plant things which other people have to. His father liked to plant other things from the other people, different things from the other people. He has no name for it. It's just a small rambutan for him. I tried to find out what species this could be. There are a lot of Nephelium species in Borneo, some of them still undescribed, some even big and tasty and beautiful and undescribed and still not in cultivation. But I did not find anything for this little one. I've seen it a couple times, I think mostly in Kalimantan, in the Indonesian part of Borneo. Now I saw it in Sarawak, in the Malaysian part. I found some compilation of rambutan varieties plus Pulasan from Bali. They had a couple of those small short hair varieties, but they said this is all Nephelium lappaceum. Later I'll upload the video where I compare the tree of the dwarf rambutan to a tree of the normal rambutan. But for now, look at the fruits and tell me what this could be. Okay, let's taste them. First, the small rambutan. One reason for growing it might be that you basically get a higher percentage of edible stuff because not so much material is wasted on the hairs. It's important, for example, when you have to transport it, you buy it by kilograms. Rambutan is often sold by a bundle, so they bundle a lot of those things together and sell them, but sometimes also by kilogram. In transportation cost setup, what might be a major reason why the Pulasan has not completely replaced the rambutan, because in the Pulasan the edible part is much smaller than in the rambutan. Here, by the way, the seed of this rambutan is kind of underdeveloped, I would say. I bit it into pieces, but it's still too small. Very small seed, very thin rind. That's good when you don't want to carry heavy stuff. Now the seedling rambutan. This one looks a bit juicy inside already. Yeah, it's already juicy, but not rotten yet, but tomorrow it wouldn't be edible anymore. much juicier. Taste-wise, I would say it's superior to the dwarf, despite just being a seedling tree. Somebody spit out a seed, and this tree grew. Here I don't. Also a very small seed, by the way. I don't know if this will manage to turn into a seedling. Also, both those seeds were clingstone, so the flesh clings to the seeds. Here, by the way, I have the rambutan with leaves and the Pulasan with leaves. This one was given to me without leaves. But as I said, later I'll upload a video comparing this tree to a normal rambutan tree. So here you have rambutan and Pulasan leaves. Now let's try the nursery rambutan. So this was bought from a nursery. The plant was bought from a nursery and grew in the same garden as the seedling rambutan. And it's a freestone, as you can see. That's a big advantage because firstly, you don't lose some flesh which is still hanging to the seed. Secondly, it's less troublesome. I finished much faster. And thirdly, you don't bite into the seed, which is not so tasty. So this nursery rambutan was not particularly good. I don't know if it's maybe not ripe yet. I assume that it's just a species, just a variety of lighter color, but it's possible that it's a similar variety to this one and still completely unripe. Now let's try the Pulasan. In my opinion, this is on average the tastiest. The tastiest of all Nepheliums. Here you see why it still hasn't replaced the rambutan. Instead of those thin hairs, it has a compact layer of thick papillae. Okay. I struggle to remove the seed, despite it being more or less a freestone. And here you can see, even after removing the fruit, the flesh and the seed, most of the weight is in the rind. A normal rambutan has a fraction of the weight in the rind. I would say that here 60 to 65%, maybe 60 to 70% of the weight is in the rind. Here it's maybe 20 to 25. And this one may be even less. So that's, in my opinion, the reason Pulasan still hasn't replaced rambutan, because 3/4 of the fruit will basically be thrown away. So, Pop, what do you think now about this dwarf rambutan? Is it the same species as the other rambutans? Is it Nephelium, lappaceum? Is it a different species? Most of the people told me this is the old, traditional, original rambutan from the jungle. I don't know, it could also be some older, more traditional variety. Please tell me your opinion. Apart from that, stay tuned for so many more fruit videos from the incredibly beautiful and so overwhelmingly fruit-rich island of Borneo. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.